Arriving in London for the first day of their new lives. These teenage boys from war-ravaged countries like South Sudan and Afghanistan have been living without their parents in the Calais refugee camp. Bussed to London, they will now be reunited with and cared for by relatives who already live in the UK. Jan Ghazi is waiting to pick up his 16-year-old nephew who fled Afghanistan. He hasn't seen him for 7 years.
I can remember his mum was saying that I wish my son be a doctor. So because he's underage and he can do that in this country, I will do my best to help him to learn and be a doctor one day and help people in Afghanistan. That will be great.
The boys spent most of their first day in London at the UK Home Office, officially lodging their claims for asylum. These teenagers were eligible to come here because they already have family living in the United Kingdom. But thanks to an amendment to the legislation made in May, even children in migrant camps who don't have family here will be able to apply for asylum if they're unaccompanied and considered vulnerable. Around 1,000 unaccompanied children are thought to be living in the Calais camp, and there's a renewed urgency to relocate them, as French authorities have announced they will soon demolish the camp.
Demolition of the camp in Calais will probably begin next Monday. That's the indication we have. We know what can happen when unaccompanied children are involved in that sort of chaos. When the last demolition occurred, I think the figure is 129 unaccompanied children went missing.
With all their possessions in just a few bags, these teenagers are the first of dozens of child refugees expected to be brought to the UK this week. And for the first night in a long time, they will have a warm bed between 4 solid walls to sleep in. Sarah Morice, TRT World, London.